Hey everybody, Sensei Aldous here again, going to do another training video, but I want to go over some things that you guys will need during this training session. If you guys have anything at home like these mitts, these focus mitts here that you can use, you're going to want that close by, so I want you guys to get that. If you don't, maybe you have one of these kicking paddles. These can also be used for using the punches. You want to have one hand behind it to support it so you don't hit yourself in the head, but these will work also. And many of you guys, when you joined in your starter kit, you got one of these. And these are great for kicking and for punching. When you do this, you want to slide your hand through this strap and grab onto that handle there. And again, you want to brace that. So if someone's going to punch, because we're going to work on jabbing punch today, and when someone punches, you want to be able to brace that in here so it doesn't come back and hit you. So you're going to plant that. But that's how you would hold that in that position there, okay? So make sure before you get started, you can hit pause and go get the equipment. If you don't have any of this, then you'll be able to use it with a partner. You can just, punch in the air, or you get a family member to actually just use their hand because you don't need to go really hard. I would also suggest if you guys have some bag gloves, have these around, okay? So then when you're hitting the pads, you have some protection. Again, if you don't have any, you can still do this. It's just the equipment's going to make your training experience even that much better. Okay? So let's get started here. Put this out of the way. Okay, let's get our class started first. I'm going to sit up nice and straight and go into Seiza, which is kneeling, left leg, right leg, and sit. Let's show respect for the dojo. Hyotsuke, shinzen nire. And respect for one another. Kyotsuke, sensei nire. Onigai shimasu. And let's do some mokuso. I want you to take 3 or 4 deep breaths with me. And let's get our mind focused on training and discipline that body. Mokuso. And yame, good. All right. And tate, stand up. Right leg goes first. Okay, so let's just start off with a little bit of a warm-up, just side to side. Get those arms moving. Loosen up a little bit. All right, put your left leg forward. This one over there. Forward and back. Keep those arms loose again. Forward and back. And back side to side. And put your right leg forward. Nice. And side to side again. And left side forward, front to back. And side to side. And your right leg forward, front to back. Good. All right. Let's get some nice circles here. Warm up those arms. And reverse that. Good. And take your left arm, put it straight out. I'm doing my right, and just reach over here and pull it across. Stretch out that shoulder a little bit. You can bend the arm too. Elbow can be slightly bent. And tilt your head over to the side your hands are pointing on. Stretch out that neck and the shoulder area. Again, we're going to be doing Kisame-suki jabbing punch today, so you're going to want a little more having your shoulder joints warmed up. And other side across. So you can do your right hand and tilt over to your left side. Again, stretching that neck and that shoulder. Awesome. Okay. And let's put your feet together. Let's do some jumping jacks. Let's go for 20. Ready, begin. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju, juichi, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroku, jusichi, juhachi, jukyu, niju. Excellent. Hands up here, 20 knees to chest. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Keep those hands up. Ichi, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroku, jusichi, juhachi, jukyu, niju. All right. Again, when you do knees to chest, knees to the chest. All the way up, great for your kicks. And keep those hands nice and high to protect and guard your head. Get in the habit of doing that. Okay, let's warm up the hips side to side a little bit. Make some circles, hula hoop. Reverse it. Excellent. Feet together. Circles with the knees. And reverse it. Good. All right. Let's go down on our basic stretches into butterfly stretch. Pull that foot in all the way. Press those knees down, chin up, and lean forward. Hold down with your elbows or your hands. And let's count again to 10. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Take a breath. Breathe out and go lower. Ready. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju, and relax. Good job. Put your left leg forward. I'll do my right. Hurdle stretch. Keep this on the inside of your leg. Pull those toes to your nose, chin up, and lean forward. And stretch. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Inhale. Exhale, go lower. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Excellent. And switch legs. All right, remember on the inside, okay? Inhale. Chin up over your leg. Exhale. Count to 10. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. And out to the side. Remember, if you want to work more on flexibility, go back to our one that recording that we had that I worked on flexibility exercises and leg strengthening. That's a great one to do once a week. Just do the stretching in there. All right. Legs out, legs flat, toes up to your nose here, pointing to your ears. And stretch it forward. Hold it there. And ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Go a little further and lower. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. And bring it in slow and shake it out. Okay, great. All right. Okay, is everybody ready to go here? Let's warm up with some punches. Give me a nice kibarachi, horse ride stance. Okay, one hand forward, one hand chambered at the side. Remember those thumbs are over the fingers. Give me 10 good punches. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sich, hach, kyu, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And hikorachi, inhale. Good. What's the Japanese name for, what's the English name for hikorachi? Ready stance. Good job. Okay. So, empi uchis. Empi is elbow. Uchi is strike. So we want to start working on the 4 empi uchis or elbow strikes. Go ahead and get into your horse ride stance, kibarachi. Again, knees are bent. Pretend you got that board, bracing those legs up, nice and strong, good posture. Take your left hand, or your right hand, and place it up here to your chest, just as a guard. Put that left hand at your side upside down. So the first was a front elbow strike, which is mai. All right, mai empiuchi. The second one is a reverse elbow strike, or yushudo empiuchi, rear elbow strike behind. The third one is a mawashi empiuchi, which means a round. So a round elbow strike over here, mawashi empiuchi. And the fourth one is a yoko empiuchi, a side elbow strike. So again, right hand here, left hand at your side. So say this with me. Mai empiuchi, yushudo empiuchi, mawashi empiuchi, yoko empiuchi. English, front elbow strike, rear elbow strike, round elbow strike, side elbow strike. Let's do that again. Ready? Ichi, ni, san, shi. Again, ichi, ni, san, shi. And switch sides. So now I want your left hand here towards the chest and right hand chambered at your hip upside down. So just look from the side one time. So the front elbow strike, Mayan Buchi. Okay? Yushiro, rear elbow strike right behind. Round elbow strike, Mawashi comes this way. And then Yoko comes sideways. Okay, again. Ichi, Mayan Buchi, Yushiro and Buchi. Mawashi and Buchi, Yoko and Buchi. Alright, so let's do it together again. Left hand is here, right hand is at your side. So let's do this together. Say it one more time. Maya Buchi, Yushiro and Buchi, Mawashi and Buchi, Yoko and Buchi. Don't be afraid to move in your stance a little bit more on this one. Alright, so we're going to do both sides one more time, a little bit faster on my count. Alright, have your hand here. Each, ni, san, shi. Other side. Each, ni, san, shi. And one more time here. Each, ni, san, shi. And one more time for your right side. Each, ni, san, shi. Always guarding and protecting, okay? And nice job. Okay, shake it out. Good. So those are your empty uchis. Now, the next thing I want to work on is this. Feel free, guys, if you want to stop and pause for a minute and get a quick drink. Oh, it's okay to have some water there with you. All right. So, I'm going to work on jabbing punch. Jabbing punch is called Kisamisuki. So, repeat that with me. Jabbing punch, Kisamisuki. Suki is always a punch or a strike. Again, Kisamisuki. So, when we do the Kisamisuki, we want to keep our body in a good guarding stance. So, basically, I'm shoulder width apart. I take a normal walk, a normal step. I turn my feet slightly to the right. You would turn yours to the left if you're following me, mirror image. And you're going to bend those knees and relax, okay? Fighting stance, you need to be very comfortable. It's not like a front stance, which is very strong and rigid. You're going to relax here. Hands up or guarding. Now I want my backhand along my jaw where I can block and protect the ribs, okay? My front hand's out here, right about chin level, because I don't want to block my line of sight. So just under my chin, and this is out here. That's for the jab. Your jab is your workhorse. Jab does all the work. It strikes, it keeps people off balance, it sets up the backhand. You want to have it and develop an effective jab for your fighting. Okay, so when you look at this, I want you to visualize keeping your elbow down. You don't want to bring your elbow up and then punch here. It's really not going straight. So the elbow stays down and it's going to come out to the last second. It's going to go straight. They're going to snap those two knuckles right in there. I'm looking down this arm, so when I'm punching, I'm not looking over top. My chin is tucked into my shoulder to protect my jaw. My backhand is here. So you can take some more hits up here, but you get hit in that jaw, it's like a light switch. It's how people get knocked out. So you want to have your position here, and your backhand there, and your jab's going to elbow down. Again, don't let it wing out here like bird wings. We're going to snap it out there and jab, just like that. Okay? Now, when you do that, don't let the backhand drop. Protect yourself, chin is down, and I'm basically looking right down my arm at you in the camera here. Okay? Good. So, the next thing, as we jab, we're just going to work that, and I'm going to shift my weight a little bit forward. If I'm doing the left hand, I shift my weight, and I can have a little more into that jab for power because I'm putting my weight into it. Or I can just simply snap the jab. There's many ways to apply this technique. So what I want you guys to do right now is you can go ahead and pause the video for a second and get your gloves on and then get a focus mitt or whatever you want to use for a target. Again, if you don't have a partner, just aim in the air with me, or mom and dad, anybody like that, they can just hold their hands like this. You don't need to hit them hard. Okay, so this is not about power, it's about working on technique. All right. So, to start out here, Sensei Zach is here to practice with me. Onegaishimasu. And let's go from this position here. So, what I want you guys to do when you have your hands here, he's going to hold that mitt up. He's just going to hold it up there for me. All right, again, he's going to place his hand behind it just so it doesn't come back and whack him in the head. All right, and so again, my hand is here. Now, what I want you to do, we're going to do a couple slow jabs, 3 slows, and we'll go a little bit faster, okay? So we're going to come out here, ichi, ni, sun. Now make sure as you're punching, you want to, come a bit closer, Sensei. You want to breathe out, blow that air out there. One more time here, each, knee, sun. Okay, and keeping my back hand up. Now, let's do some a little bit faster, okay? So we're coming in here, each, knee, stay relaxed, sun, shi, go, rope, teach, hutch, cue, chew. All right, so as you can see, that jab gets its power from how fast you can snap it. It's like cracking a whip. I want to punch and pull that back as fast as I can. It's a speed snapping technique. Now, what I want you to do this time, and let's go and let's do 10 on the other side real fast, okay? All right, so in this position here, I'm going to do the right hand, 3 slow ones, each. See where my hands are? Chin is tucked, knee, sun, shi. All right, a little bit fast. Let's go for 10. Ready, each, knee, sun, shi, go, rope, teach, hutch, cue, chew. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to give you some little drills to work on. I'd encourage you to maybe stop the video for a second here, or pause it. Just pause it, and I'm going to give you a couple things to do on your own, okay? Now, if you have a partner at home that's practicing with you, good for you. But I want you guys to take turns, maybe do 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Then your partner holds the mitt or the paddle, and they do 10 over here on that side, okay? So, here's what I want you to do. You pick a side. I'll go and do my left side. Now, Sensei Zach here is going to work on my timing reflexes. He's going to pull it up really fast. So right here, he pulls up. Now, sometimes I might be back here. So as I do this, I have to launch. Keep that side forward, right? So sometimes I'm going to step into it. If I'm already close, as soon as that pops up, I want to throw that punch. We can move in a circle. Stay in a good fighting stance. All right. So, go ahead and pause that and work that. I would throw 10 to 20 on each side and working with your partner. If you don't have a partner, just move around a little bit. Pretend that you see a target out there. Looking at your stance here. Then switch sides. Whenever you want. Just like that. All right, great. So that's a jabbing punch. Work on that. Again, elbow down. Keep it low to the ground and snap at the last few seconds and bring it back. Don't do this. You can see where that opens up your ribs. All right, excellent. Arigato. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about some ippon kumite, about concepts and principles of how to build your one-steps, your ippon kumite. It's great for teaching you how to fight, too, because you need to learn the angles and how those angles and using the footwork sets up your attacks and your targets. I'm going to have Sensei Zachary come in real quick. All right. So first, let's talk about movement and proper angles. And for you guys that are testing for black belt this summer, you want to be able to have about 20 of these down. All right? And that should be pretty easy to build 20 of these. But I want you to especially pay attention and start working on these at home. And I do want to remind you that if you ever have any trouble, just call the dojo or email us, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can with any of those questions. Or you people that are on the black belt candidate list for June testing, call your mentors. So whoever Sensei Zachary's working with, Landon, give him a call if you have a question and need some help about that. So that's what they're there for. All right. So in your ippon kumite, your one steps, you basically have 3 ways to move going backwards. So if he comes in, and we're just going to work off a left stance. If you're fortunate enough to have someone at home that's training and they can practice with you, great. Now, if mom and dad's going to help you, all you got to do, mom and dad, is put your left side forward and do a right stepping punch. You're just going to step in and punch. Keep all the punches attacked to the body today, okay? All right, so that's what we're going to do is a left leg forward guarding stance, followed up with the right side Junsuki stepping punch. That's all we're going to work on. All right, so for defensive positions, when he comes in, I can go straight back with my right leg, or I can go straight back with my left leg. Now, from this position, I want you to understand, this is the inside of the body, and this is the outside of the body. I always want to block his technique away. Like, I wouldn't come over here and block and pull this to me, or do this. That doesn't make sense, does it? I want to do blocks and things that gets him away from me, okay? But if I move to the outside, it's very safe for me to be over here because it's hard for him to punch over there. He'd have to do a big change in his stance to adjust to where I move. So it's safe, but it also has some negative sides. That's a positive. So the negative side is I'm limited on my targets. I've got the rib area, lower rib, mid-rib. I've got the side of the jaw here. I can come around to the front, but I'm limited on my techniques. I can come into the inside of the leg there. I can attack to the groin with different techniques. I might be able to come here and go with the side kick. But I'm pretty much limited on the targets I can hit, but it's safe. If I can go to the outside, I'll do that as much as possible. So, inside, when he comes in here, if I go to the inside this way, look at that we have more targets to hit here. All right? So I could be in this position, which on an angle opens them up. So let me go back to going straight back. Let me rewind for a second. I got ahead of myself. So let's rewind. All right? So as he comes in here, if I go this position, I'm going to go this way. If I go straight back, I've got the ribs, side of the head here, front kick to the body, maybe a round kick and a side kick in there. Okay? But I'm limited. If I go back with this leg, so instead I go back right leg and go to the inside, I open him up for more attacks. Again, the negative would be that he's got a position too. But a low block, I've got the lower ribs, I've got the chin, I can sneak into the solar plexus, a little bit of a hook motion. The nose, I can go to the eyeball. I get really picky, I can come Yoka Minucci. Right? I've got front kicks here, front kicks there. I can come in with round kicks to the body, leg, come in, round kicks to the head. So there's a lot of things I can do. Side kick in here, right? So moving to the inside, it opens them up. I have more targets, but the negative would be he's in that position. You want to be able to do both, because you're not always going to be able to go to the outside. Can't always go to the inside, and frankly, you're going to want to be able to do both. So you can move straight backwards with your techniques. He comes in, feet on body, right, with my right leg back, goes to the inside. If I change my block to the right, I've got the outside, okay? So the other ways to work is going to be your angle. So if I want to get an angle on him, I'm going to go to my right side with my right leg here. As he punches, I'm going to shift, and I'm going to be in this position. Before I was here, now I'm in this position, which is better for me too because it's harder for him to attack from there. Okay? He still has to do a little bit of a change, but look at the targets I have from here. I've got the groin. I've got the solar plexus. I've got the chin area. I've got all those punches. I got lots of targets in here to beat him up over, okay? In the legs. That's moving to the right. Once again, if he comes in, I move to the inside. And probably what's most effective is a giran body, a shutuke. This would be the most effective from here. Maybe a soto uke. All right? But we want blocks that are going to make his strike go away from me. Now, the third way to move in the back escape is going to the outside. So in this case, I'm going to use my left leg to start that. This one has to follow. So I'm now to the back side. Again, I've got punches in here. I've got these kicks here. I can use the side kick, right? I've got different things that I can do against this position. So let's look at it from this way, just the footwork. All right, so from this position here, just so you guys can see from where you're at home, let's move here just a little bit. He's coming straight to the body. I go straight back, right leg, I can go straight back, left leg. Okay? Using the right angle, I'll go right leg. But remember, we have to follow and have this angle on us right there. I could use a left leg to the left angle here. I could use cat stance, then kutsurachi. You got to work on these a little bit on your own and come up with your own techniques, because there could be hundreds and hundreds of techniques. This is where you get to be a little creative as a martial artist and do techniques you really like to do. But those are the four ways, going straight back with right or left, right angle escape, left angle escape. Okay? So, let's work a little bit today, and we'll go over some of those techniques. So, what I want you guys to be practicing is, let's go with a straight back technique, and I want to work on an inward block. Okay, let's go this side for a second. So he's going to come with the Junsuki. I'm going to go straight back with my left leg and use a inward block Uchiuke. Kibarachi. Kibarachi is strongest from the side, not like this, but from the side I'm very strong. Inward block Uchiuke. Then follow with the yoke limp uchi we practiced earlier, head or body. Okay? One more time. He comes in here, Uchiuke. Now when I did that, I take my left leg and I turn my body, and like that punch going to right behind me, okay? At the same time, I'm going to basically block that Uchiuke. Now I don't want to lean, so I'm going to drive my body like I'm going to pull myself in and get in close here for the elbow strikes. I can use the other leg too. I can go back with my right leg and block to the outside. Remember we talked about that? Block. It's harder to come over top of his arm here, but underneath is really good, okay? So, again, I can go inside, Uchiuki Kibarachi, Empuchi high, Empuchi low. If I go inside, I come in here, inward block, Kibarachi this position, low is probably going to be best to you, okay? Now, you're going to have takedowns in there. So let's see, how would you do a takedown from that? Step in here, inward block, Empuchi. I'm right in position to come and sweep them down and hit there. Okay? Let's go from this direction. Again, I step back, Kibarachi, inward block, yoke Empuchi, brace them in here, drive them back, sweep that leg out, hey, and finish with a strike. Okay. Now, I can also do this. Same step. Stepping back, one. I do this, I grab, and I side kick in. Alright, so I just take this technique, Kibarachi, block. I'm kind of accepting and blocking. Once I block, I grab on. Turn my body away, and I set up this lead leg side kick. Yoku Giri, right in there. One more time. Comes in here, block, grab, turn, in there. Okay? So see how we're building our one steps? I had the technique. Here, there's one. Here, this is two. Alright? I can come in, ichi, ni. There's three one steps. And then I have a fourth one here and hey, and there. So I use the same escaping footwork, and I came with the inward block, the same block, but look at the techniques I could use. I had 4 one-steps just off of that. Okay? Awesome. Now I can work the same thing on the outside. Let's go over this way. So on this side, I'm going to go to the outside, same thing. Uchiuke, knee. Okay? There's that technique. I can slide out and side kick. So we have one step. The second one could be in here, Uchiuke, and I could hit here, slide away, and side kick there. Okay, there's 2 one-steps in that. All right? I could come in this position here, inward block. Now give you something fancy, be careful. Dropping down, I foot sweep them here. Followed with this technique there. Okay? See, I'm going to the outside. All right, one more time. Coming in here, 1, 2. I drop to my knee, sweep, and round kick in there. So that's it right there. So what do we have? We have 4 on the inside and what, 2 or 3 on the outside, just off of doing that, okay? So that's what I want you to build off of. Start out where you're coming straight back, figure out what to do there, okay? Start back on this leg, all right? It can be low blocks, it can be inward blocks. I want you to be creative. You're advanced students now. You have to start thinking on your own, okay? Remember, you're martial artists. Artists kind of can be creative, okay? You want to be creative and make it your own. That's what I love about Ippon Kumite. You can express yourself more than anything else we do. You can express yourself through your Ippon Kumite and your sparring. That's when you start to see people's differences and what their specialties or fortes are. Now, let's go to the inside and just do a couple off of this, okay? So, when he comes in there, I'm going to go to the inside of his body. Now, he comes in, get on body. Boom! I have that reverse punch. Look at all the things you have there. Straight there. Yokomo chin. This position. So let's build off of those 2 techniques. So check it out. Here's one. Right to the solar plexus. I got that angle in there. Okay? There's one. Now I'm going to add the Yokomonochi and do one there. Here. Right there. Okay? Now we do both of them together. We'll do both together. I'm still using a Zenkujirachi. Get on body. Oh, I'm sorry. Ready? Hi. Boom. Now I have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now, how do I have a little takedown? I get a 4th 1-step, move in that direction. So now I'm going to move in here, get on body. I'm going to go just right to my Yokomonochi. And then I'm going to step up, I'm going to turn my body, bring him down, and finish with the strike here. Or wherever that opening might be. Okay, one more time. Let's do it from this angle. Okay. So he's going to step in, I move, boom. Boom, I hit him here. I'm going to rotate in, bring him to the ground, and I open up and finish. Or punch, whatever works good for you. Okay, so see how we built off of that? We went from that same escape, same stance, same block, but we started going to different target areas and saw where it was convenient for a takedown. So if you guys are at home, of course, be careful. You don't have to throw people hard to do takedowns. You don't have to practice that way all the time. So it's just technique. All right, now, what happens if I go to the outside? Because we still got to work on our kata a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys a lot to practice for Ippon Kumite. If I want to go on the outside, I'll use my Nikorashi. The lead leg front kick right in there. I could use my knife hand block here. And my cat stance. Right? So I'm going to come in, strike that down, and front kick in there. One more time. He comes in, I'm going to change it to Shutuke. In. I'm going to strike and chop that down. Lead leg here. Okay? There's one. Now, I'm going to go from the kick, long range to short range. He comes in. 1, 2. I'm going to set this down here and go right to that target there. So that's a second one. So how can I make 2? I could come in here. I could just do this 1 and then step in there. So if I combine, a third technique is 1 and 2. Just bring them together. Okay? Now, so you just build on your combinations like building a house. 1 here to the next one, and you just keep layering that and building. So let's say if I come in this position now, he comes in, 1, 2, 3. Now this is a kind of a complicated technique, and I can take him down into a joint lock. Be careful on that. I just couldn't help show you something really cool there. Okay. Let's go there again. So using an angle, left side here, ichi, ni, switch, sun. I can come in there. Okay? Still using cat stance, knife hand block. I'm going to do this time, I think I'm going to plant this to do the back leg. So I went from here, instead of the lead leg, I'm going to plant that and throw the back leg, plant it, and throw this leg over here. Okay? Do you understand where I'm going with this? First, you got to look at your movement. forward and going straight back, either leg, moving to the right, moving to the left. You also have to remember to move to the outside, also to the inside. Look at your targets and what's the best techniques to do that. Okay? So if you guys want, go ahead and stop and get a quick drink of water. Just pause it. Let's come back and work on Pinanyoran. Okay. All right. So if you left for that quick drink, welcome back. If not, let's get going here. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Most of you guys know Yoran. We're going to go very slow today, just so you can, for the sake of practice, and you can slowly increase your speed and your power. So left leg comes in, Kyotsuke, right? Left leg goes out, Heikodachi. Ready stance. So we're going to turn this right foot here and move and strike in 1, and then strike under 2, pull back, and 3. Okay? So now, just make sure that you utilize that cat stance, and you're always going to do that by transitioning this foot first. All right? So if you do that, you're going to get that foot where you need it to be. So, Pinanyoran, transition the foot, cat stance. Open those hands, palm to your body, bring it up and block. This is just below your eyes. This is kind of by your head in this position here. All right? Think of being able to set up and do that strike. Knee. Now, flip your hands and switch your foot. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to rotate that foot at this angle. I'm going to shift my weight. See how I shift? Here. So I shift, and I'm going to turn these hands palm to me. As I slide into my cat stance, I bring them down. Right when they get in front of my body, I snap them straight up to this position. Just like that. Okay? Once again. Turning here, open those hands. Ichi. Shift the stance. Shift your weight. Down. When you get here, knee. Pop them up. Now, bring your hands to your side. Left leg comes down to center. Zenkuchidachi. Don't bend too far down. Giran Jujuke. Right hand over top. Chamber to your left side. Moro Tuke double forearm block. Left hand on bottom. Right hand on top. Step in. And this one's going to be kind of like a, it's not a Moro Tuke. It's not Sotuke by itself. It's kind of a combination where your left hand is tucked under and supporting it. But it's still coming across to this position. From here, I'm going to slide up to Mitsubidachi. This front hand's going to come under this hand here. I'm going to chamber. Now, this is a critical part. When I do this, I'm going to look left. When I look, this hand's going to go out as a strike, and this knee's going to come up. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to look, snap out same time, and side kick, set it in here. If Sensei Zach can come in real fast, this is basically what you're doing, essentially. I'm in this position. This punch is coming. I'm looking. I'm going to block this here. I'm going to grab. I'm going to throw that side kick. Bring it in. I'm going to set it towards him. This hand here is going to come across. Remember the Mawashi and Buchi? Mawashi and Buchi right across the head here. Okay? Good. So that's really what you're doing in that part. This is the one that you need to work on the most. When I'm in this position, you have to rotate your hips into that side kick. Most people don't do that, and they end up with this, I call it a trophy kick, right? Really bad foot form. When I bring my knee up, as I kick, I'm going to come in here. I got to pivot the body and throw that kick in there and roll the hip over. So, let's see where we're at so far. We turn, Ichi, knee, san, shi. Then slide up with the left leg, Mitsubidachi. Look left, go, and that kick can be right to the body. Now we're going to slide to the left. Right hand's on top. Same thing to the right side. We look right, we're going to block, side kick to the body, set it down, Mawashi and Buchi. Right there. I pivot, left hand here, right hand comes under this way. Twist the body, so I'm still going down the middle, but my body's bladed here. Back leg front kick, my giddy, step and behind. Right hand goes in between. Do not go under because it turns into an outward block. This is a Uriken back fist. So I bring that hand between my arm and my head, and I drop in, right there. Okay? So, again, in this position, Kata pinan yoran. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Front kick and down. I think I forgot the front kick last time, didn't I? All right, so let me rewind that. I think I did. Here, twist, ichi, right leg, migrating to the body. Here, step, cross, inside, urtican. And that's all I want you to work on for now. So let's do it one more time. I'll have my back to you so you can follow along with me. Again, you know, do a little part, freeze it. Work on that part. If you could work a whole half hour just on the kata if you wanted to. That's kind of the advantage of being at home right now. You can kind of tailor your training for whatever you think you need the most help on. All right. So left leg comes in, kyotsuke. Right. Left leg keikorachi, nice breath. Announce your kata. Kata, pinan yoran. Turn, ichi. Flip those hands, shift the weight, knee. Left leg down the center, san. Square off, right side, shi. Step up left leg, in here. So we're going to go to the left. Ich. Ebuchi. Inhale. Right side, knee. There. Now pivot the body. San. Up there. Right leg, maigiri. And urtican. Just like that. Okay, so the beauty is you get to rewind this and do it as much as you want. You can pause it and you can just practice a section and then keep on going. So I'm going to end it today. I know it's a little bit extra long workout, but there's some technical things we really need to go over with. So this one's going to be a little more challenging this week. Require you guys to practice a little bit more. All right, especially the ippon kumite. Have fun with that. All right, that's my number one rule. You got to have fun. All right, so let's end our class. Everybody sit up nice and straight. Kyotsuke. And seiza. Mokso. And sentinire. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much for letting me teach you today. Respect to the dojo. Kyotsuke. Shinzenire. Good. So guys, keep on practicing. Keep up the good work. And I'll see you soon.